Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pablo, and welcome back to GG Sports. I am bringing you guys another episode of the Cincinnati Bengals rebuild here in Madden 19 franchise mode, realistic rebuild that is. And today I am bringing you guys an Around the League episode. If you guys follow the series, you know that I like to bring you guys these incremental franchise updates or Around the League update videos where you can see in depth what's going on in the league outside of the Cincinnati Bengals. This one will be different from the last one in that I will only be commentating the beginning part of the video where we go over the individual team stats, and then I'll briefly discuss some of the upgrades we're doing, and then for the remainder of the video, as I navigate through the stats, standings, and things of that nature, there will be a beat playing in the background that you can listen to, and then also you can refer to the timestamps in the description of the video to navigate to the content that you want to see if you did not want to sit through the entirety of the 20-minute video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the individual team stats. And of course, we're going to start with the quarterback position. That's where we had the most dilemma, the most drama. Andy Dalton, as you see, his season stats are right around average. So we did have to bench him after a very disappointing performance versus the Cleveland Browns, where we lost to Matt Barkley in the Browns. And I thought that was really just, I've had enough at that point. So I benched him because he did go 10 for 28 in that game and did not move the offense down the field. But Tyree Jackson, we did bench Dalton in favor of the rookie, and the rookie has been sensational so far. Well, sensational may be a bit of an overstatement, but Tyree Jackson has played very well in the opportunity that we have given him. He's only turned the ball over 3 times through the air, and he's been pretty careful with the football, which is more than the Red Rifle had been able to say, as he threw over 10 interceptions in the time that he did start. But going on to the rushing totals, it is Joe Mixon leading us, although he did miss about 8 games with that injury. But leading us in receiving yards is John Ross, so that may surprise some. AJ Green and Tyler Boyd both were re-signed. Tyler Boyd is having a bit of an off year, only 320 receiving yards, has not developed the chemistry that he'd hoped with Tyree Jackson or Andy Dalton. But I anticipate that once they get a full offseason to work together, Tyler Boyd will be right back on the same track that he was on last year. But the biggest surprise of our receiving corps would have to be the down year that AJ Green is having. He's not leading us in receiving. He hasn't been hurt. He's been available, just hasn't been as productive as we're used to seeing AJ Green being. Some players or some people would say that's due to the QB change, and it could be, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. He's not playing bad by any means, but just not as productive as we're used to seeing. And you guys know Andy Dalton was his main man. He would throw AJ the ball, rain, sleet, snow, no matter what the conditions were, he was going to be throwing it up to AJ Green. So he's still trying to develop something like that with Tyree Jackson. But on the defensive side of the ball, we're looking at who's leading us in different categories. Leading us in sacks, it will be Carlos Dunlap with 9.5 sacks. Has been very quietly impressive on this defensive side of the ball. Trey Lamar, our second round middle linebacker out of Clemson, has been the most impressive player that we've picked in this draft. He leads us in interceptions, also has 62 tackles, 3 for loss to go along with that, and then that includes also 2 sacks. So great play so far in his rookie season for Trey Lamar. And then in the secondary, it is William Jackson and Drake Kirkpatrick leading the way with pass deflections. So effective immediately, Drake Kirkpatrick will be sliding back to the number 2 slot, as Pierre Desir will be moving to the slot corner slot, as he got torched when playing against some of the top talent at the receiver spot. You guys saw last week Brandon Cooks torched him, so he will be moving to the slot. But we did just upgrade Cordy Glenn, our left tackle. Definitely much needed. We can use any upgrades on our offensive line. But now we are moving on to attempting to re-sign Giovanni Bernard And this is the best offer that I can really make him. I offer him a $10 million deal over 2 years. He wants to be paid somewhat like a feature back, and I'd hate to say it, but I'm not sure Giovanni Bernard is going to be with the team next year. We're keeping negotiations open with him, but on the other end, we did get Andrew Billings to re-sign to a 4-year deal worth $21 million. And I feel like that was kind of a high spend on a player like that, but with Geno Atkins getting up there in age, this may be the successor to him, so I definitely wanted to lock him in for at least the next several years. But we are not able to get anything done with anybody else really. Nick Vigil does not accept our offer, nor does Clint Boiling. So these are positions I will be looking to fill throughout the NFL draft, especially the second running back position, because like I said, I'm really not sure if Giovanni Bernard will be back with the team. He's been a very good impact player, but I would hate to see him go. But like I said, I believe he wants to be paid like a feature back. Clint Boiling, is going to hurt to see him go. I'm going to continue to try to negotiate with him, but if not, I will be drafting a guard in the draft. I'm planning to go offensive line, possibly in the first round, depending on what QBs are available. So I really look forward to having you guys insight on who I should draft. Looking at the draft board, if any of these players jump out to you, definitely leave a comment and let me know, and I'll try to draft them depending on what position they are, because I will be looking for a lot of linemen, and then I will be looking to add some depth at our linebacker spots, because I am not sure if Nick Vigil will be back with the team. Vontaze Burfict, I will be trading him to the Raiders on draft night this coming offseason, just to make things a little bit more realistic. And then I'll also be cutting Mark Walton like the Bengals did in real life as well. So there's definitely going to be a need for running back in this draft. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to bolster our offensive line, as that is still our biggest position of need. And defensively, our biggest position of need is going to be outside linebackers. I think we have the middle solidified with Alec Ogletree and Trey Lamar. We'll be converting to a 3-4 next year to allow those two guys to play alongside each other. But the outside guys, we still have yet to find the talent that we really wanted at those spots. But that will conclude the Cincinnati Bengals team overview. We are moving on to the NFL Around the League overview, starting with the NFL MVP race. Leading the race right now is Ezekiel Elliott, and then at the number 3 spot is Dak Prescott. So they are playing very well right now, the Cowboys that is. But after the awards, I'm going to show you guys the standings and then some individual stats around the league, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be dropping off of the commentary. Like I said before, refer to the description to see the timestamps for what exactly I will be showing. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. If you guys have any questions about what's going on in the league, feel free to leave a comment. I'll let you guys know any questions that you guys have. If there's anything you guys want to see in these videos in the future, let me know. Otherwise, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Peace.